everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Teacher Jessie, and you're watching Reliable Roots, and today's video is an update on my online teaching journey. So it is official, as you can see in the title. I am no longer with GoGoKid, and I believe that I've gotten rid of all of my GoGoKid content because that chapter is now closing. As if you are with GoGoKid, or if you are kind of in the loop with that, GoGoKid is owned by ByteDance, which also owns TikTok. So there's this whole executive presidential thing that is messing up everything with that. So I'm not even going to get into that whole thing, but you know what? I took that as a really big, great opportunity to leave GoGoKid, because they've been great. They've been wonderful. There's been a lot of things that have happened in the past year. And honestly, like, this was kind of like the big sign, if you will, that I needed. That I was like, okay, this is time to move on. I started with GoGoKid like right after they became a company, and I had so much fun doing virtual field trips with them, and I had a great time being a brand contributor with them. But there has been a lot of developments and changes in the past year, really, that I just haven't really felt great about. And so I kept holding on, and in fact I kind of still am holding on, because my contract, I actually just renewed it in August, because I'm like, well, I'll just stick around, but I'm no longer opening up time slots with them, and I seriously doubt that I will be going back to them, because you know, it's one of those things that I'm so ridiculously loyal when it comes to a company that I probably should have actually went ahead and left months ago. I remember really thinking about it back in the springtime, because I haven't been as happy working there as I have been at GoGoKid. That being said, when they announced their credit score incentive changes back in December, GoGoKid did the exact same thing that same week. Pretty sure that they're all owned by like the same company. They don't say that, but I mean, it was just really ironic that both of them released these new changes in their incentive policy like the same time. Back in March, I was able to get the raise over at GoGoKid, so that now I'm making the same amount as I was at GoGoKid. So long story short, I'm no longer with GoGoKid. It was extremely difficult for me to say goodbye to some of my students there. I don't know why. For whatever reason, I've only been working there like 4 classes a week since like December, or even probably a solid year now. Once my whole process kind of phasing out from them started back a year ago when I asked for a raise. I had been doing virtual field trips, and I had been doing brand contributing, and I got shut down just like everybody else who asked for a raise. And so it was after that they announced their raise policy, and I realized that was just something that I wasn't really even wanting to try to go after. So I cut my classes down to only 4 classes a week. But I really, really enjoyed those students that I had built this bond with over the last several years. I got to know especially one of my students from the time he spoke no English whatsoever, and now we were having small conversations. You know, he wasn't like fluent by any means, but I could understand him, and I got to know his mom, and that was all really hard, but it was all a necessary ending, a good step in the process. So now I am still at GoGoKid, and I am over at OutSchool, and right now is I started to do this video like 2 weeks ago, and I actually did record it, but then I didn't like it, so I trashed it. This is a new update, because a couple weeks ago I was just killing it over at OutSchool. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I'm making 2-3 times as much over at OutSchool than I am at GoGoKid. And so I kind of, in hindsight, wish I would have cut back my hours at GoGoKid and given more time and energy and effort to OutSchool, because of course now all the kids are back at school virtually or hybridly or whatever like that. So I've seen a dramatic drop in my enrollments, as I have heard from a lot of different teachers. So I'm still working on trying to figure this out. You know, what's the best fit? What's the best schedule? I don't think that there is ever going to be a best fit or best schedule, but what works for me and my family and our homeschool journey per personally, as well as, you know, how I can make the most impact virtually teaching. So Nancy Taylor actually just came out with a really great video. I just watched it, about 10 additional ways to make income as an online teacher. So those are really awesome and interesting, and some of them are things that of course I've heard numerous times, and some of them are things that I haven't heard at all. So as the online digital community of education is exploding, I'm really interested in seeing how all of this plays out and how all of it goes. And I'm really loving OutSchool. On that note, is that I just made like a whole bunch more classes, and I'm waiting for them all to get approved about traveling the world, but it's just really cool how you can design your own curriculum. I'm learning as I go as well, because some of these students are just amazing. Like, I had one student who is really into wildcats, and I've had him in multiple classes now, and I learned something from him every single class, because I'm like going to teach a class about bees or chickens, and he might not know about bees and chickens, but my goodness, he can tell me every other animal there is. Like, wildcats, yeah, that's awesome. So I am still at VIP Kid. I am only working there now 2 mornings, and I gotta tell you, like, as soon as I decided to start sleeping in a little bit more, I got super lazy. And now I'm only waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning 2 days a week, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I'm gonna wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna work out and better myself, and yeah, it has not happened once yet. Self-control is something that I really could start working on. How's your school year going? I've got a few homeschooling videos that are coming out. I also have a TSW update. If you have checked out my TSW videos, if you've seen any of those, I do have an update because I am getting close to 5 years and excited to let you guys know how that journey has been going. If you have any questions or comments about online teaching or about my classes, all of that information is in the description box. My classes on OutSchool, my profile, how to sign up if you're a teacher, how to sign up if you're a parent. You get a $20 I can't think, it's dinner time. You get a $20 gift card, gift certificate, coupon code, $20 towards your first class. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna go eat dinner now. So I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!